What's up, fight fans? This is Kurt DeVille with Counterpunch Boxing News, and I have some new news concerning Teddy Atlas. Get this. Teddy Atlas states that if he was training the heavyweight, he'd be world champion. He states that he's wasted talent. Wow. Teddy Atlas believes a heavyweight will prove to be something of wasted talent that could have been a world champion had he been training him earlier in his career. You might ask who? Here you go. He said, I said Joyce was a shot fighter who was hit with too many punches over his career because he was never taught properly. And that saddens me because when you got a guy that tough with that much of granite chin, that willing, and he's not taught right in the sport, there's a lot of guys out there who shouldn't be training. Wow. When I'm watching it, I'm saddened. I actually get angry that he never got taught any of the basics like defense, the fundamental things that you're responsible to teach a guy if you're gonna wear that hat as a trainer. There's nothing worse than wasted talent. This kid never got to develop. Those are the words of Teddy Atlas, but then there's more. Wait, if I was training Joe Joyce at the right time, it's too late now. He's all used up. He's heavyweight champion. He's heavyweight champion of the world, a guy that strong who can punch. I'm going to teach him the things he needs to use those qualities to do better, more efficient level. Let me counterpunch. I think this is a little bit too much too late, Teddy. You know, he called him a shot fighter based on what he could do, but then you do ask yourself, you know, this comes to mind when he's saying that, you know, you have to question who's a trainer. And I don't have nothing against Ishmael Salas at all. But you have to question what the fuck was he actually instructing Joe Joyce to do in the first fight? What was he doing with Joe? I mean, if Ishmael was saying the same dumb bullshit to Joe Joyce, you have to be first, come on, get them, you know. If he was saying shit like that, that is not a trainer. That's a male cheerleader, okay? That's a male cheerleader. That's not a trainer. Okay, so if he's saying that, that means he was not able and not effective enough and not qualified enough to show or instruct Joe Joyce to move his damn head. Well, that's one thing. But if he didn't learn how to do it, that's a totally different thing. You know, I do wonder why Teddy Atlas is coming forth with it because, like, you know, he's wasted talent, but then, you know, there was no urgency, you know, from anybody. You know, it's easy for a trainer to say that about another trainer after that guy has pretty much done his, you know, ran his course with boxing with another trainer. I don't think that's fair, and I think that's pointless to say right now. But then again, who is Teddy Atlas never to not speak his mind, right? So, yeah, do I call Joe Joyce wasted talent? Well, by the way, honestly, you know, the punches that he took, a lot of people did question that, but I think the type of punches that he took got people to understand how tough Joe Joyce was. Now, Teddy Atlas is saying he didn't have to be that damn tough. He could have fought in a totally different way if I was with him. Well, I say this, Teddy. Put your money where your mouth is. He's not retired yet. And if you feel that compelled to think and see that he's wasted or talent or whatever, and you feel that you can't do anything with him right now, I suggest you stop talking about it because that's not going to help Joe Joyce. Telling this man he's wasted talent. Telling the guy that's supposed to train him, well, maybe you should consider not being a trainer at all. You know, these type of things happen. They happen. You know, a fighter gets beat, then you look for everybody and the mama. However, what Teddy's saying, or watching him have no defense, I do think he should have dusted up and cleaned up on his defense. And if Ishmael Salas couldn't do that, which maybe I don't think he can, honestly. You know, I don't think he can instruct Joe to do what Joe knows to do or what that trainer wants him to do. And that might not be Ishmael Salas, but then the guy that's talking shit is Teddy Atlas. So I say, Teddy, if you had so much you could learn or train him while he still has a couple years left. Don't just talk about his ship is sailed and it's too late now. What's the point of talking about all this bullshit? You're just talking shit now. That's just CAP. So no, I don't like that one bit. But then can I argue with Teddy Atlas about what he said? Yes, some of the stuff I can't. But then I will argue with this. Leave it at home. Leave your opinion at home. But anyway, you guys tell me what you think of Teddy Atlas calling Joe Joyce wasted talent. And he should question the trainer that trained him, because a lot of trainers should question themselves for being a trainer. Of course, please subscribe. And you guys been Counterpunch. Peace!